Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? Yesterday I think we have discussed about the scheme number 4, construction of cell phone 3, reagent and condition. So far we have discussed these three condition A, B, C. What are the reagent used over there? The rest of the reagent we are going to discuss today. Let's begin with this. Now is a D reagent. Here the D reagent which they have used here is a BRMJ. Then there will be a 3 times CH2 thrice OTBS. This is the reagent. How much equivalent they have taken? They have taken as 3.0 equivalent and followed by the solvent they have used is a THF, tetrahydrofuran, and the temperature, what is that? Temperature is kept 0 to 25 degrees centigrade, and how much hour they have stirred the reaction mixture, near about 5 hours they stir that mixture after addition of the D reagent. Now let us see the remaining reagents and the condition, how they maintain, or what are the reagent and condition using that we are learning. Now is the reagent number E, A, B, C, E over here. The reagent E will be DMP, that is a DMP. Now how much equivalent they have used? That is a 1.3 equivalent, 1.3 equivalent. That much amount of the reagent they have used. Along with they have used that CH2Cl2 dichloromethane solvent, and the temperature kept 0 to 25 degrees centigrade, and they have stirred that reaction mixture near about 2 hours, and they had got 91% overall yield for 2 steps. 91% for 91% yield for 2 steps. This is the reagent they have used, and they have got that one. Now let us see the next. If they have used, F is a CAN, that is a reagent they have used. The equivalent they have taken is a 5.0 equivalent, and the reagent they have, that is a solvent, that is a methyl cyanide, as well as water. They have used this mixture of the solvent. The ratio they have taken 20:1, and temperature is kept 25 degrees centigrade, means at room temperature, and they stir the reaction for 2.5 hours to get that structure, to obtain that desired product. Now let's see, next one is a G reagent. G reagent they have used as NaBHOAC3, that is NaBHOAC thrice. This is a reagent. How much equivalent they have used? They have used 5.0 equivalent, 5.0 equivalent. Along with this, they the solvent they have used is a benzene, and the temperature they stirred at 25 degrees centigrade, means at room temperature, and the reaction kept for 12 hours and 81% for 2 steps. Here 81% for 2 steps. 2 steps. 2 steps. This is the reagent they have used, and they have got this much percentage of the yield. Now is the H reagent, that is a ZnI2 zinc iodide. The equivalent they have taken is a 5.0 equivalent, 5.0 equivalent, and that is ACSH, that is a thioacetic acid used over there, and the equivalent they have taken 2.0 equivalent, and after that the solvent they have used is a CH2Cl2 dichloromethane, and temperature is kept 25 degrees centigrade, and reaction kept for 6 hours, and they got 68% yield. Overall yield they got as a 68% overall yield is obtained during this reaction. Now is I. The reagent they have used is NaOMe, that is a sodium methoxide. And then how much percentage they have? NaOMe, sodium methoxide, in presence of what is that? 1.4 equivalent, 1.4 equivalent, and the methanol MEOH and the THF, tetrahydrofuran. This is a solvent combination they have used. Ratio they have taken 1:1 and 1.0 millimole, then 1.0 millimole. Temperature kept is a 25 degrees centigrade, and they stored for 36 hours. And the last one, that is a J reagent they have used, that is H2O2, is a H2O2 hydrogen peroxide aqueous, which is aqueous 35%, aqueous 35%, weight by weight means W by W, that is a 15 equivalent, 15 equivalent, and Na2WO4, 1.0 equivalent, 1.0 equivalent. Then solvent combination use THF and the methanol. How much percentage? 1:1. 1:1 means equal amount of the solvent ratio they have used, and temperature kept 0 to 25 degrees centigrade, 0 to 25 degrees centigrade, and reaction mixture kept for 2 hours and they have got 79% yield for 2 steps. For 2 steps. These are the reagent they have used in the scheme number 4 that we have discussed right now. Let's see some of the short term like as a DMP, CAN. What are that terminologies? What are their full forms and where they use, that we are going to discuss over here. Let's see. Number 1, that is a CY, cyclohexyl. The one terminology used as a CY means cyclohexyl. Cyclohexyl, that is a terminology which is used in this synthesis of. Now second one is the AC. This is acronym used. AC means acetyl. AC means acetyl. And another acronyms used here, TEMPO. TEMPO. What is full form of it? Let's see here. The full form of TEMPO is nothing but as a 2266, which is a tetramethyl piperidine. Tetramethyl piperidine. Tetramethyl piperidine 1 oxyl. That is the full form of TEMPO, oxyl. And next one is a TBS. TBS means what? What is the full form of TBS? The full form of TBS will be tertiary butyl dimethylsilyl. That is a tertiary butyl dimethylsilyl. And DMP, the full form of DMP will be Des-Martin-Periodinone. DMP means Des-Martin-Periodinone. 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 And CAN means what? CAN means cerium 4. CAN means cerium 4 ammonium nitrate. Ammonium nitrate. And the last one is a THF. THF is equal to tetrahydrofuran. Tetrahydrofuran. These are the acronyms or the short form used during this synthesis. CY means cyclohexyl, AC means acetyl, tempo means 2266 tetramethyl piperidine 1 oxyl, TBS means tertiary butyl dimethylsilyl, DMP that is Des-Martin periodinone, CAN means cerium 4 ammonium nitrate, and THF is a tetramethylfuran. So these are the solvent generally they have used during this synthesis. Thus, hydroxymethyl ester 5, hydroxymethyl ester 5, which we have discussed in our previous lecture, was reacted with para-toluene 4 BIF in the presence of Cy2NET and catalytic amounts of CuOAC twice, according to the improved etherification protocol of Mukiyama ETAL, and the resulting aryl ether methyl ester was reduced with lithium aluminum hydride. Everybody knows that, which is the strong reducing reagent which can reduce many functional group to afford. After oxidation with PHI OAC twice tempo, aldehyde 13 means structure number 13, 78% overall yield for 3 steps. Extension of the carbonyl side chain of 13 was accomplished by addition of TBSO CH2CH2CH2MgBr, resulting secondary alcohol with DMP to give ketone 14 in 90% overall yield. Functionalization of the aryl methyl group in 14 to give the desired dihydroxy compound 4 was then carried out with CAN in aqueous methyl cyanide oxidation, desilylation, and subsequent reduction of the resulting aldehyde with NaBH thrice, 81% overall yield for the 2 steps. Diol 4 means structure number 4 was then exposed to the action of ZnI2 zinc iodide and ACSH thioacetic acid in DCM dichloromethane at ambient temperature, conditions that facilitated its chemoselective conversion into iodothioacetate 15 means structure number 15, which we have described in our previous lecture. 68% overall yield, presumably through the cascade involving reactive species 13 to 4, that is the Roman letters 3rd to 4th, which we have seen in our previous lecture as shown in scheme 4. Treatment of the iodothioacetate 15, structure number 15, with NaOMe in THF methanol 1:1% means equal amount of the mixture were taken at ambient temperature, and then oxidation of the resulting macrocyclic sulfide with H2O2 and Na2WO4, W stand for tungsten, furnished targeted macrocyclic sulfone 3, which we have discussed in our scheme number 4. in 79% overall yield for the 2 steps. Deacetylation or cyclization oxidation with the 14 membered macrocyclic sulfone 3 in hand, its contraction to a 13 membered macrocyclic olefin and additional functionalization to give hirsutolone B 1B became possible as demonstrated in scheme 5. Let's see how we can get that starting from 3 to rest of the compound that we are going to describe in this case. Let's begin that one. So let me clean the board first and we will see the rest of the thing over here. Let's start with this, the structure number 3. As we know that the structure number 3 will be like this. This is a 1 tricyclic core 5 which is written like this. Here is a C double bond O, then let me draw first 1 CH2 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 and then yes, double bond O, then join here paracyclophene type of the structure which we are going to represent here O, and then there will be a this type of the group, and remaining part of the molecule remains as it is. Here we can represent hydrogen atom which is above the plane. Here we can represent the hydrogen atom which is below the plane, and here we can show the hydrogen atom which is below the plane, and at this junction is a trans, and therefore obviously this hydrogen atom is above the plane. Now the methyl group, it remains as it is. So this is the structure number 3, that is a sulfone. This we know that the scheme number 5. So far we have discussed scheme number 1, 2, 3, and now is a 5 which we are discussing over here. So here the reagent, what are the reagent added? Reagent number A is added potassium hydroxide, this one KOH, potassium hydroxide, and the alumina Al2O3. This is the reagent first added, and CF2 Br2, that is a difluoromethane, and B reagent is added over here is LHMDS, that is a lithium hexamethyl diacylazide. So that type of the reagent, and now NCCO2Me. This is a reagent which we are adding over here. After the addition of this reagent, we are going to get as a structure number 2, and structure number 2 will be this one. I am representing here the structure number 2, and that structure will be this one, this double bond. Sorry, here you keep this double bond as it is. Here this bond is above the plane, double bond, and here this is the bond which comes out above the plane, and rest of the CH2, 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 and then here will be this double bond, and then here this is attached to cyclophene ring. Here this is stereochemically double bond, one double bond here. Here is the oxygen atom, and we can show this one. The rest of the thing as it is, the hydrogen atom I am representing here, which is above the plane, and this hydrogen atom should be below the plane. This hydrogen atom should be above the plane because this is a trans junction, and this hydrogen atom should be below the plane, and this methyl group which remains as it is. This is the structure number 2 which we have seen in our previous lecture, where we got, that is what we can call it as a, sorry, here the one group is there, that is CO2 Me. So this is the changes you can made over here. CS2 CO2 Me, that is introduced over there, and this is the structure number 2 which we got. That is, we can do the functional group interconversion. Functional group interconversion means what? One of the functional group is converted into another so that the disconnection becomes possible. So that is the meaning of that. Now, this structure number 2 will be treated with the reagent like as a AD beta, that is a structure reagent number C, and after adding as a AD beta, that we will see later on the what is the actual meaning of this AD beta. But what, remember here, it gives the cis hydroxylation just like as a OSO4 or what we can call a KMNO4, that gives, but they are the strong oxidizing reagent. There is possibility to attack on other. So for maintaining as a chemoselectivity, this reagent has a chemoselective, therefore it can selectively convert this into as a cis diol. Other even though there is carbon-carbon double bond, enzymatically that only we are getting selectively as a cis diol. Let's see over here. So, and that is the structure number 16 actually we are going to get here. Let's see, look at this structure carefully. This 6 membering this double bond, other part is remains as it is. It is a double bond, C double bond O, this bond is above the plane, CH2, this one, then the compound where we can get, this is the CO2 Me, here we are writing as this compound as it is O, and there we can show this one. Now here is a cis hydroxylation OH, and here also as a OH. This you can call it as a 3-, and rest of the other part of the molecule will remains as it is. Here hydrogen atom, and at this junction there is a hydrogen atom that is below the plane. Here the hydrogen atom which is below the plane, but this is a trans junction, so this hydrogen atom should be below the plane. The methyl group which remains throughout at this position, and this structure is nothing but as a structure number 16, which is a different than the other one, and that's why we got this is a structure where we got as a 16 number structure. I think this is the structure which we have discussed over here. We have seen up to this. I think remaining from 3 to 2 to 16 we got. So, remaining we are going to try to achieve the first structure, that remaining synthesis, and the description for this we will discuss in our next lecture. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.